A look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll start with the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Jones.
And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now Burrow to throw on second down.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On second down, here's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Burrow looking to pass.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
To the air again, Burrow.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Mixon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In motion left is Beckham. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Reports had him going to a lot of other teams, but the Ravens swooped in and surprised many by signing Beckham as a free agent. Didn't play last year as he recovered from a knee injury and gives the Ravens a weapon they haven't had at wide receiver in quite some time.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Jackson.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd down, Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They're passing here. Joe Burrow, flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and
he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson, option right. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals
These
leading
two teams
this
making
one.
their final
As
adjustments
we'll
for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati
EA Sports
and Brandon Gott.
halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
from a yard out.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
On target to his man, Likely.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now, hang on. We got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 25 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Here's a diving catch right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely
with an amazing diving catch.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. 1st down. Here's Burrow. ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Here's Jackson to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it. But the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Justin Matabike
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flush to his right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Jackson on first down.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now second down and a few inches.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this